Good morning. Coffee. Mid-brew. There we go. That back room got filled with things I thought that I would use. Boy, was I shocked. I did get a storage, and I started taking, then I got my minivan. Woo, that was so fun. And then I used it to start, I got a storage, and I started taking things, and I put it in a storage. Well, even when I left, and I knew the day that I was taking off, the day before I was taking off to Cincinnati, I mean, those were the last of the things I thought I was going to take, and I had to throw them away. What was I going to do with them? You know, I knew they wouldn't fit. They just wouldn't fit. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff I had to throw away. I'm sorry. And people say, "Oh, it's so wasteful." I didn't know what to do. You know, you just have to throw things away. And you don't want to just leave them on the curb. Although I did leave a lot of stuff on the curb in my house. I just left it on the curb and people would come. I think that's mostly in most cities. If you leave it on the curb, they know that that's things you can take. But that was my downsizing experience. Probably a little bit more detailed than what you wanted, but that was my experience. I think it was a good idea for me to put things in a room that I thought I was going to take. And then I could go through that and going, well, no, I don't think I have room for this. I can't carry that. Basically, you know, some of the things I probably could have taken, but I wasn't totally organized yet. Like, I've got my bins here. I hadn't taken my back seats out, my third row seats out. They were folded down, but they weren't out. Because now I have that well that I took them out when I was in Ohio, and I have that space that I can store things. And then I still had my passenger seat. And I still had one of my second row seats for my granddaughter. I knew I would be taking her places. So, but I had that folded up. So I still had things in there. Now I've got 3 bins up here. I've got 3 bins right here. I've got my drawers here, and I've got my drawers here. And then I've got my back area back there. So I actually can carry a lot. But that's over time I've organized. And you're going to do the same. You're going to organize yourself. It's just a matter of time. So don't sweat it that you don't know, you know, like, oh, how's it, you know, you're going to fret over, well, how am I going to carry all this? I want to be like Minivan Lee and you know, I want to have my job. It's a process. You're going to have to get there. And I'm still in the process too. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm always looking for new ways of like organizing my van. Like, where am I going to put this? Where am I going to put this? So it's just it's a process. It really is. And so don't fret. Just get started. If you want this lifestyle and you know it's for you, you know it here. That this is where you want to be. And this is where you want to be. So it's a process. I enjoy the journey. I enjoyed the journey. I mean, when I look back, even like, I mean, even a year ago, yeah, I mean, things have changed. Well, I got my little candle. Yeah. I do like that. You'll get to decorating. I don't like to decorate with anything that I'm going to trip over. It's going to be, if it's going to be in my way and it's not going to work, it's got to go. It's got to go. I can't, I've tried to say, oh, well, this would be so pretty, you know. It's in my way. But these are not in my way. And I really do like the effect. It makes me feel like I'm, you know, I got something going on. I've got these flowers. I could use this for something else, but I do like these. I don't know if you've ever really seen these up close. I got these at IKEA. They're like a little rose. They're so realistic. A little bud. Yeah. I just think they're realistic looking. Maybe you can see it better here. I really do like these, but I do use this. I keep my lip gloss in here. And I keep, for my teeth in here, I change it out like every day. And I clean it, you know, often. And I keep, whoop, there's dust. Well, okay, I just cleaned it. Yeah, I just keep this here. I know it's taking a cup holder, but yeah, it's okay. And yeah, so I'm really happy. As far as decorations go, this is it. I don't decorate with a lot of other things. My best decoration, I suppose, are like the purple and the blue. That's about it. If there's other things, then it's taking up space, and I don't like that. I don't like a lot of clutter. I've seen people who have like their vans, and they have like the whole thing up with like hippie material, and that would drive me crazy. I like things to be clean. I would think that there's like something in between there. I like things to be clean and clean looking. Yeah. So yeah, this dog is about as best as it gets up here. What I try to do to make things neat looking is just have a place for them, and they go there at all times. That's where they go. I like to, I don't like things to just be sitting out all the time. I like to have the bins where I put them in the bins so I can be comfortable up here. Clutter, I don't do well with clutter. And you know, in my home, I never did either. I don't do well with clutter. I'm looking to scale down. Even over here, I've got my laptop that I don't use. And on that laptop, I have all of the family videos from way back, all the children's videos. Everything is on that laptop. Photos, ancestry information that I was doing over the years. So as soon as I get a new laptop, which is going to be soon, maybe today I'll start looking. I'm going to take that laptop to UPS and send it to my daughter in Cincinnati. She wants to take care of it. And yes, I do have flash drives to get everything off of it and everything, but I want to keep those flash drives with me. And instead of doing all the flash drives, I'm just going to send her the computer. She can deal with it. She knows all my passwords to everything. So we're like peas and carrots. And I'm going to send her. She says, yeah, she has plenty of closet space. She has this huge home in Cincinnati. And then, yeah, anything else I can just send to her, and she'll be the keeper. She takes care of my mail and everything. And next summer I will go see her because my license is due. Yeah, next June. So I'll see her next June. So don't fret about how you're going to get started or where you're going to put everything. Enjoy the journey. My first night, I'll never forget. My first night in my minivan. It was so funny. I'm going on and on, but I'm just going to keep talking because this is interesting, I think, for you all. The process, if you're not already out there, or if you are already out there, it's going to trick some memories of when you first got started. So my first night, it was in my minivan. Of course, I still have my car. My minivan was parked in my backyard, pretty close to the back door and the sunroom back there. I slept in my minivan. I kept I didn't have window coverings yet, and I slept out there. And I took some pillows, and I took, I had a small futon, and I just threw it in there. And I slept in it, and I was in my backyard. I was so nervous. I was like, I kept with my one eye open, looking out the window, like, oh, you know. Yeah, but it was exciting. I felt like I was having like my own little summer party outside. Yeah, it was kind of scary, you know. And I was in my backyard, so I understand. Now I'm just sleeping, you know. Yeah, truck stops and yeah, rest areas and parking lots at Planet Fitness, stuff like that. Although Planet Fitness ain't going on anymore. But even at parks, you know, where homeless people sleep. Yeah, so it's interesting. I don't even worry anymore. I sleep like a baby, if that's even restful sleep. Babies wake up a lot. Yeah. So you know how that goes. Okay, so that that was my first night sleeping in my van. It got better and better. And then the first night that I had moved away, I had all my window coverings were done. I did those before I left my home because, I mean, I needed my yard to be cutting, and I went through so much Reflectix. Oh my gosh, I went through so much Reflectix. I cut it wrong or whatever. And then I used my yard, I sprayed the ones, I said, spray the one side with black paint, spray paint, muted, or matte black, matte black. I did, I was really sorry about that because I don't recommend it. No, I don't, because the paint eventually chips off, and I was having this little black paint chips in my van. I was like, well, that ain't gonna work. I like things to be clean. I don't want to be having little black things all over the place. So yeah, I hadn't had my carpet yet till I got to Ohio. Then I decided to order a carpet, and I put a carpet down. So basically I had those, those towel, they're like towel blankets. They're huge. I had a bunch of really nice ones. And so I took those and I laid them down. That was really hard though, because they would kind of get shifted, and I was constantly having to, my system now is good. Somebody asked me how I did my floor. Well, I know I did not put wood down. I didn't put wood. My floor is actually very, there's no tracks or anything. And if there were, I would have taken them up, unscrewed them and taken them up. What I do have is these, like little indents or little wells with a metal thing over it, but it's flush with the floor. They don't stick up. And where my seats would click in, my second row seats. So what I did was I just took some material and I just filled up those wells. I shoved it in there. So then when I got my carpet, I just laid my carpet down. I just did. Yeah, there was no wood. I didn't want the extra weight. The carpet alone, seriously, is like 48 pounds. So that's enough. I don't need wood. Lifting that. And it's a nice carpet. It's a carpet for a regular house. It was like an 8x5 or something like that. It was a little too big because, as you know, a minivan it's not just straight. It goes and then it goes around. So, you've got like different, it's not just one straight line. So it fit this way with the doors are, but then here it's a little bit more in because you've got these things going around and yeah. So what I did with the carpet is I just lifted it up. I didn't cut it. I had to cut it a little bit in so that it could bend it up and go around, but I didn't cut these off. I just made it go up the side. And that's what that I showed you that I can stick things in there. So that worked out really, really good. And then I've got 3 blankets under here, and then I've got my towels down. Because the towels I can take out and shake every day. And every week I can wash them. Now the blankets I don't wash every week, maybe once a month. But I do run through the dryer to refresh them every week. So yeah, it's all a work in progress. It really is. It's all a work. These lights might be. It's all a work in progress. And enjoy the journey. You're going to find that what works for you might not work for me, and vice versa. But it works for you. And here's another thing. Every minivan is different. Every minivan is different. In fact, I've even heard some of these newer minivans that you can't remove the third row seats. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave me a comment, because that would be scary. I want to remove what I don't use. That, to me, that's extra weight. I don't want to carry weight that I don't need. And I would love to I want to be able to get rid of seats that I don't use. I'll have to do some research on that for the future. Yeah, I don't want seats in there if I'm not going to use them. So, because each seat is like 60 pounds. I don't need that. That's like carrying an extra person. having 2 seats or even a long seat, that's going to be a lot of weight. So and every minivan is just a little bit different. So it's people say, what do you recommend? I recommend a Toyota Sienna because Toyota is so superior. I mean, they just are. They make their vehicles to last. If you, some of you might disagree. I'm going by what Scotty Kilmer says. Look him up. He sounds just like Joe. Is it Joe Pesci? What's his name? No, not Joe. I can't even think of his name. But he sounds like this one actor. He's so funny. Scotty Kilmer. YouTube. Look him up. He's the expert on vehicles and mechanic. He's a mechanic. He's a national known mechanic, and he's hilarious. He's really funny. So yeah, I mean, he just recommends Toyota, up and down, all around. Yeah. So I would like to get if I was going to get something new. Although I do like my Kia. I've had people, mechanics have told me that this Kia probably will last, because it's well maintained, maintain it well. 250,000 miles. That's a long time. Plan on keeping it, so I like to keep it clean, and I like to keep things pristine with it because I want it to be with me a long time. And I really do like it. I really do like it. I mean, it's my home, so. Be like saying, well, I want to get rid of my new home. It's like, no, I like my home. Well, I hope you enjoyed these videos and talking about different things in my mind. I guess I'm kind of chatty this morning. Once I got started, when I read the comment about how you got downsizing, I thought, wow, it really clicked into a lot of memories on downsizing. So don't be afraid to downsize. If you know that you have a year to go, start downsizing now. Don't buy anything that you're not going to use in your travel life. Just don't buy anything. Only buy things that you know are going to be useful. What are the most useful things that I have here in my life now? Definitely, OMG, definitely my power banks. I didn't have those the first year and a half. I didn't even have those. I was using like my 12 volt and to power my phone up and things like that. And I was going to like libraries to power up and well, libraries, I don't even know. Are libraries even open yet again? I don't know. Yeah, the world has changed. My power banks are the most important thing to me, and besides Jesus, and my solar panel. Yeah. So those are very useful. My fans, very useful. I mean, that's what keeps me going in the heat, in the summer. It's a nice fan, polar fan. Yeah, those things keep me going, big time. I bought this is pink, kind of a pink. These are really nice, and they're just USB. They're not rechargeable, which I don't like anyways, because I found that the batteries ran down so fast that I was just using it and I had to plug it in anyway. So don't get the rechargeable ones. I don't recommend. It has 2 speeds. It says high. Yeah, and then low. And at night, what I've been finding here in Reno is I go over there, like in the middle of the night, I go over there and I turn it on low. And I just have it facing me while I'm sleeping here. Yeah. And then I've got a gray one. The reason I got 2 was just, I wasn't sure about them. And it would be imperative that I have to have this. So I just have one in reserve, just in case something would happen to this one. Because I would not be able to fare well in the heat. These fairy lights, I would recommend the fairy lights. So they're a lot of fun. I mean, look at them. I mean, they're a lot of fun. And my collapsible buckets. So I would probably have to get a list of essentials going. Maybe I will get together, maybe next weekend, a list of essentials. Midlife. So, love you guys. I hope you have a really good weekend, and that you're happy and getting ready for a new life. Or just enjoying your life in your home. There's nothing wrong with being in a home. And I know you just like to watch people who are living this lifestyle. So that's cool too. And I appreciate all of you. I love you. Bye.